फ्रेंड्स, जीएसटी को इंट्रोड्यूस हुए ऑलमोस्ट 6 साल हो चुके हैं, but still there are so many provisions under GST Act which are still unclear to a general accountant and businessman. Due to this unclarity, many times in business को late fees and penalties deposit करनी पड़ती है. Time of supply भी इन्हीं unclear provision में से एक है. Many accountants and businessmen are not able to identify at what time in a transaction GST liability would arise. Will it be arise at the time of advance payment received against supply, or at dispatch of goods, or at the time of issuing of invoice? और क्या जब complete payment receive हो जाएगी against an invoice तब? You know, correct answer to this question is compulsory for successful comply with GST law. Because अगर हमने wrong time of supply determine करके अपनी GST liability fulfill की, तो maybe that we need to pay interest on it or sometimes late fees as well as penalty also. So, in this business accounting and taxation mantra series, मैं संगीता from team Digi Accounto will cover topic time of supply in all respect so that it can be clear to all of you. And from now, आपको कोई late fees, penalties and interest ना pay करना पड़े. So friends, let's start. GST law में time of supply provision को दो पार्ट में डिवाइड करते हैं. First is time of supply of goods and the second is time of supply of services. For clear understanding, we will take it one by one. First, time of supply of goods. Provision for time of supply of goods under forward charge mechanism, that is when supplier is liable to pay GST. Friends, GST provisions के according, in case of supply of goods under forward charge mechanism, time of supply will be the earliest of the following three dates. First, the date on which supplier issues an invoice. Second, if supplier does not issue the invoice, then the last date at which he requires to issue invoice under GST law. Third point, date at which supplier receives the payment in respect of such supplier. Friends, but 2017 में GST डिपार्टमेंट ने एक नोटिफिकेशन इशू किया according to which in case of supply of goods GST liability would not be arise on advance payment received from the recipient of goods. नोटिफिकेशन नंबर था 66 by 2017 सेंट्रल टैक्स और डेट थी 15 नवंबर 2017. So accordingly, time of supply in case of supply of goods now would be earliest of these two, that is the date on which supplier issues an invoice. Second, if supplier does not issue invoice, then last date at which he requires to issue invoice under GST law. Now, ये important हो जाता है कि ये last date to issue invoice under GST law है क्या? So friends, provision in this regard are mentioned in section 31. According to this, last date is different in various scenarios. A supply involving movement of goods. In that case, invoice must be issued at the time when the goods are about to be removed. Now, what if supply not involving movement of goods? Where the supply not involving movement of goods, then an invoice must be issued at the time when goods are delivered or made available to the recipient. In case of goods on approval or sale or return, लास्ट डेट फॉर इश्यू ऑफ इनवॉइस क्या होगी? अब ये समझते हैं. What happens sometimes is being a supplier, आपको गुड्स कस्टमर के पास भेजना होता है for selection or approval on the same. ठीक है? Most of the time कस्टमर गुड्स को कंफर्म कर देता है एंड पेमेंट करके इंस्टेंट परचेज कर देता है. अब इन केस में सप्लायर के लिए लास्ट डेट क्या होगी फॉर इश्यू ऑफ इनवॉइस टू दैट कस्टमर? So friends, last date would be earliest of the following two dates. First, confirmation of acceptance by customer or recipient. Second, 6 months from the date of removal of goods from the supplier. So, the provision for the time of supply of goods under forward charge mechanism now comes to provision for time of supply of goods under reverse charge mechanism. That is, when recipient is liable to pay GST. Friends, GST provision के according, in case of supply of goods under reverse charge mechanism, the time of supply will be the earliest of the following four dates. First, date on which recipient received goods. Second, the date of payment as entered in the books of accounts of the recipient. Third, date on which payment is debited in the bank account of the recipient. Fourth, 30 days from the date of issue of invoice or other documents by whatever name called in lieu of supply of supply. Example समझते हैं. Mr. Garg supplies some material under reverse charge to Mr. Kapil. The date-wise turnout of events are given below. 1 अप्रैल 2022 को मिस्टर कपिल एक ऑर्डर प्लेस करते हैं मटेरियल्स का मिस्टर गर्ग के पास. 10 अप्रैल को मिस्टर कपिल को गुड्स रिसीव होते हैं. 15 अप्रैल को मिस्टर गर्ग इनवॉइस इशू करते हैं. 20 अप्रैल को कपिल जी पेमेंट करते हैं चेक से और इसी डेट पे अपनी बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स में से रिकॉर्ड भी करते हैं. 25 अप्रैल को मिस्टर कपिल का चेक डेबिट हो जाता है उनके बैंक से और मिस्टर गर्ग के अकाउंट में क्रेडिट हो जाता है. So we will see what will be the time of supply in the given case. Time of supply will be earliest of the following. First, date on which Mr. Kapil received the goods, that is 10 April. Second, date of payment entered in the books of accounts of Mr. Kapil, that is 20th of April. Date on which payment is debited from Mr. Kapil's bank account, that is 25th of April 2022. Fourth, 30 days from the date of invoice by Mr. Garg, that is 15th of April plus 30 days, it comes 16th of May 2022. Therefore, the time of supply will be 10th of April. That's all about time of supply of goods. Now we will come to time of supply of services. Provision for time of supply of service under forward charge mechanism, that is when supplier is liable to pay GST. Friends, GST provision के according, in case of supply of services under forward charge mechanism, the time of supply will be earliest of the following 3 dates. First, on which the supplier issues invoice. Second, the last date on which invoice is required to be issued under GST law, that is 30 days from the date of completion of service by supplier. Third, the date on which supplier receives the payment in respect of such supplier. It is to be noted that if invoice is not issued by supplier within prescribed time, then time of supplier would be earliest of the following. That is, first date of completion of service, second date of receipt of payment. इसे एक एग्जांपल समझते हैं. मिस्टर जैन प्रोवाइड करते हैं कंसल्टेंसी सर्विस मिस्टर गर्ग को 1 लाख रुपए के लिए. 8 अप्रैल 2022 एक एडवांस पेमेंट मिस्टर गर्ग करते हैं मिस्टर जैन को 30,000 की. 10th of April सर्विस प्रोवाइडेड बाय मिस्टर जैन. 16th of May, Mr. Jain received the balance payment, that is 70,000, and records it in the books. Now we will see what will be the time of supply, assuming Mr. Jain issues invoice on situation first 15th of April 22, and second situation is 15th of May. First, understand the situation 1. For advance payment 30,000 of supply would be earliest of the following. That is, first 8th of April, the date of receipt of advance. Second, 15th of April, that is date of issue of invoice. It comes to 8th April 2022. And the balance payment 70,000 time of supply would be earliest of the following. First, 15th of April 2022, that is date of issue of invoice. Second, 10th of May 2022, 30 days from the date of provision of supply, means last date for issue of invoice under GST law in case of supply of services. C. 16th of May 2022, that is date of receipt of payment by Mr. Jain. It comes to 15th of April 2022. So, advance payment of 30,000 time of supply would be 8th of April 2022 and balance payment of 70,000 time of supply would be 15th of April 2022. Now comes to situation 2. For advance payment 30,000, the time of supply would be earliest of the following. First, 8th of April, that is date of receipt of advance. Second, 15th of May 2022, that is date of issue of invoice. So the earliest would be 8th of April. And for the balance payment, that is 70,000 at the time of supply would be earliest of the following. That is 10th of April, date of completion of service, or 16th of May, date of receipt of payment. It comes to 10th of April 2022. So, in this second situation, advance payment of rupees 30,000, time of supply would be 8th of April, and balance payment 70,000, time of supply would be 10th of April. So, in this second situation, advance payment of 30,000, time of supply would be 8th of April, and balance payment of 70,000, time of supply would be 10th of April, because invoice was not issued by supplier within prescribed time limit. So friends, that's all about time of supply provision under GST law. In case of any query or support, do contact us. Choose Digi, karo compliance easy. Choose Digi Accounter as your compliance partner, as we are accurate, professional and cost effective. Thank you friends. Thanks for watching. Do like, share and subscribe. Also comment your query. Thank you.